Hello, my name is Julia and welcome to a very small part of the creative corner of the internet here in my studio. I'm very fortunate to have a gorgeous garden studio full of amazing art supplies, but I wanted to find my top 5 for this year. Which products have inspired me to create, which products have sparked joy, which products have I reached for time and time again. And despite me having oodles of gorgeousness in here, I have managed to narrow that down to 5 main products that I have truly, truly loved this year. So without further ado, let's find out exactly what they are. So the first on my list are these, the Faber-Castell Polychromos. Oh my goodness, these have been on my wish list for forever. And a friend kindly bought them for me in March as a 25th wedding anniversary present. And I have not stopped using them since. They are just beautiful. Now I've had these on my wish list for a long time because I felt that they were not a need, but a want. I have a beautiful set of Prismacolor pencils, which I purchased about 14 years ago. And the reason that I chose those over the Polychromos was from the research that I'd done, those were the better pencils for blending and get a really good blended look, and the Polychromos were better for the detailed work. So I wanted them, but didn't think that it was something that I really needed. However, now that I have these, to be honest, I would have chosen these ones over the Prismacolor pencils. Yes, the Prismacolor, I'm not knocking them, they're beautiful. They blend beautifully. But I didn't find that it was that difficult to blend the Polychromos. I was able to blend them just fine, and I was able to get the point as well and get the detailed work, which was amazing. One other thing I love about these pencils is you can see how much I've used them. I've got some nice short pencils in there as well, but you can see how much I've used them because those have all been used. I have plenty of short pencils in my possession. But one thing I find with pencils is sometimes I feel like I'm throwing my money in the bin with sharpenings. I have to sharpen a pencil that many times and the lead keeps breaking. It's heartbreaking. And that's happened to me with my Prismacolors. It's happened to me with the Derwent ChromaFlow. It's happened to me with good brands, but I have not had that issue with these pencils. So I feel like I've really got value for money. I'm managing to blend with them fine. I have this collection now, and now I definitely want the big collection, but these have definitely inspired me and I have thoroughly enjoyed using them, and I think I do take them out nearly every time I create. So this is definitely part of my top 5 this year. So the second thing on my list are these gorgeous little paints here by Woomer. I was actually gifted these and asked to do a review on them, which I did, and oh my goodness, I fell in love with them. I think it's the fact they're so compact, and also it pulls apart here and you have this gorgeous little tub that can be used for water. And I prefer painting with a paintbrush and water than with a watercolour brush. Now, I have always carried a sketchbook with me wherever I've gone. So if I, feel the need to be creative, I can do a quick sketch. But more recently, and especially this year, I have really enjoyed doing sketchbook dates. I love kind of just being on location, whether that be in a coffee shop, whether it be in the forest, or whether it be at the beach, and just taking a few hours, just chilling, being in the moment. I find it really mindful. Out of all the things I do, it's one of the activities that I just feel so good from afterwards. And because I was enjoying it so much, I was a bit dissatisfied with just my sketchbook and my pencil. I wanted colour. I love colour. And so then if I went out, I then had to think about what paints I was going to take, what supplies I was going to take. Now, I always have colour with me because this lives in my pencil case. It's so tiny, it lives with me, so I can still just take my sketchbook, my little pencil case with a pencil in it, this, and a paintbrush, and I am good to go. Wherever I feel like it, I can paint a picture if I want. Now, these are not the best quality paints in the world. They're decidedly average. They're definitely very student grade. But I don't care, because when I'm out and about, I'm not thinking about making a fully rendered piece. It's not something that's going to be going to Tate Gallery. It is just me relaxing and enjoying myself and having fun. If I enjoy the painting I do, I would do a proper one of it in the actual studio later. So for the purpose of what it is, which is to have fun when you're out and about and just play with colour and be able to paint and enjoy myself, it fits perfectly for that, which is why this makes my top 5 for 2025. If you had told me at the beginning of this year that this product would be in my top 5 for this year, I would never have believed you in a month of Sundays, because they have been a little bit of a nemesis for me in the past, and that is soft pastels. So I have been playing with these all year and had so much fun. I watched a video by Imalla Art where she did a basting of alcohol markers, then she built up the picture using pastels and pencils, and I gave that a try, and honestly, I have been playing with pastels ever since. I have had so much fun exploring and learning, and they are now one of my favourite products, and I literally, nearly every time I create, often pull out pastels to rescue a piece, which is amazing because they were sort of a feared product before then. I'm not sure that these ones by Jane Davenport are still available. The only reason I'm holding these up is because I have them. I do have a very wide range of colours, which I love. I think now that I have fallen in love with pastels and can see them being a lifelong friend, I can see me building up my pan pastel collection. I have about 4 pan pastels. They're all very vivid, bright colours because, you know, that's the kind of girl I am. I like my brights. But for building up pictures and things, I think I maybe need a bit more variety. I think they're more highly pigmented than other pastels on the market, and I do think they probably last ages because you get a massive pan of them. So I can see me slowly building up that collection, but until then, I am more than happy with the pastels that I have, and I think it's good to use the supplies that you've already got. So yeah, who knew? Pastels, my top 5 for 2025. So number 4 on my list is the Imalla Journal. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with this book. It is just beautiful. Has gorgeous Indian handmade papers, and it's a joy to work with. So I got myself this at the Craft Collective workshop in February, treated myself to it. My mum had given me a little bit of spending money, and this is what I bought with it. And it was a bit of a considered purchase. In fact, there was some ladies there that were like, oh, you've got that, have you? That's a bit pricey, but I just love it. And the paper is just gorgeous. It's got this gorgeous Indian handmade paper, which is very different to anything that I have ever used before. And then when I got it home, I was a bit like, oh, was that a bit of a in the moment purchase? Because I was enjoying it. I was feeling the crafty vibes. It's like I wanted it, you know, because I was full of creative people. It was like, yeah, let's go for it. And then I was like, am I actually going to use it? Because in the past I have had multiple journals that have had various types of papers in them, which I love because I love working on different substrates. But I found that when I have those journals, all the more unusual ones kind of got left a little bit, because although I enjoy different types of papers, in general, I tend to work on mixed media paper or watercolour paper. And the other things are kind of more occasional things. So having a full journal full of this gorgeous paper, I'm like, am I even going to use it that much? And I was like, oh, I kind of regret it at first. But then I started playing in it. As soon as I started playing in it, I was like, oh my goodness, I love it. This book takes all sorts of mediums. I've not found anything that it doesn't like. I can literally drench and it's okay. It takes a whole load of abuse and it's okay. So as a mixed media artist or someone who really likes to layer in their art journals, it's perfect for that, and it's got such an unusual texture. It really is a joy to work with, and I've thoroughly enjoyed working in this book. I can't wait to use it more in 2026, but it definitely deserves its place in my top 5 this year. So the last thing on my list is a bit of a surprise to me, this one as well. Not so much as the pastels, but it's still a surprise. As you may be able to see, I'm a bit of an alcohol marker girly. Love my alcohol markers. They have always been my go-to medium for probably over a decade. Absolutely love them. But this year I've been trying out new supplies, different mediums, and one thing that I have fallen in love with is acrylic markers. Oh my goodness, they are amazing. They literally go over absolutely everything. So because I love art journaling and mixed media and layering different products, knowing that I can guarantee that an acrylic marker will go over everything is a game changer. Absolutely love them for that. It has taken me a while to find the perfect acrylic marker. I do like a brush nib, and a brand that I tried before, although I enjoyed it, they kind of dried out really quickly and they were a little bit temperamental. So I did make it a bit of a mission to find the perfect acrylic marker, and I found the perfect one for me. And that is these ones here, the Shuttle Art acrylic markers. I absolutely adore these things. They have an amazing selection of colours, which is gorgeous. I have had these probably since about June, and I have not had any markers dry up. They have all worked for me every time, and I absolutely think these are amazing. And I can't wait to see what I will create with them next year. So what do you think? Would any of these be in your top 5? What products have you loved creating with this year? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And if you feel there's anything I should check out and give me a try, I'm always happy to try new art supplies, any excuse. So please do let me know in the comments what you feel. And I will be back next week with a brand new video. Take care. Bye.